Yeah, when you say, no, I'm talking CB radio. Excuse me, sir? My CB, then I'll be like Rush Hour, the movie Rush Hour. Do you hear words coming out of my mouth? I just tried this with you a minute. I'm going to sit on back.
Yo, everybody on TikTok stream and also on the YouTube stream. Right now, this is not ham radio. This is actually my Icom. Listening to the 11 meter band, channel 28 on CB radio. CB radio is actually alive tonight. When I tell you alive, worldwide stations are coming in. The average signal is an S10. And it's so many people talking at the same time because they're talking to other people. And this is channel 28. It's basically on fire. As you can see in my scope, it's almost every channel is taken out on CB radio. Yes, this is AM. It's actually really rare to hear CB radio on fire at this time at night. Because we're already beyond the gray line. And I said this, I decided to say, I'm not going on ham radio today, but I will put the ham radio on CB just to listen. And I'm not even using the proper antenna for CB. I'm using my KLM KT34, which is horizontal, pointed north-northwest. Today we're going to sit back and just listen. I got the preamp turned off, and I even have the digital pre-selector turned off on the radio, just wide open. And look at these signals. So whoever says that CB is not alive, they're lying. Guys, don't forget to like the live. Subscribe to my YouTube. W4MBU is my YouTube. I'm actually transmitting live on YouTube also this. I wanted to wave a hand to everybody out there. Keep on liking the live. Share it. Do whatever. That way I can still stay on the algorithm for TikTok. I might be switching frequencies a little bit so you guys can hear what's going on. This was the same way yesterday. I have the by bandwidth on the receiver right now. I have it on 10 kcs. So if anybody comes in with a high fidelity audio, you'll hear it. Yes, the 7300 will listen to the 11 meter band, and you can actually mod it with the Mars cap to transmit on 7300. This one is not the 7300. This is the big boy. This is the biggest brother of them all. This one's on top of the 7610. Yes, the Yaesu 991 will also do 11 meters. Nice. Thank you. Hey, good. Oh my God. Congratulations, Thomas, for getting your call sign for amateur radio. Well, we're listening to CB now. This is not amateur radio, so whoever's not used to this, this is a very nostalgic sound of a true operator that has started on CB. I will never leave CB. No matter how much I love amateur radio, I will never leave 11 meters. That thing runs in my blood, because if my call sign might be W4MBU on ham radio, WQIU 889 on GMRS, but on the CB I'm known as the Jaguar 242, and I just got down with Blast from the Past. My call is W4MBU, Whiskey 4, Mike Bravo Uniform. Grumpy. Oh, your name is Grumpy Abuelo, ya tú sabes. And you can follow me and subscribe to my YouTube, which is also my call sign, W4MBU. You had a modified Cobra 2000? You should have never sold it, man. That Cobra 2000 is worth a lot of money nowadays. The late night trouble. What's up there, Matt? N6JRZ. El Grumpy Abuelo. This thing is crazy, man. Look at those signals. Oh, you still have it in the box with a D104 Silver Eagle? Take it out, install it right there on your station, man. Right next to your ham station. CB is alive and CB will never die. Look at this thing, dude. This is fire. Let me shut up for a little while.
Triple Eight out here in the hall, Pen, just letting you know.
I'm sorry, I'm getting by. Yep, we'll do. My driver.
Triple Eight out here around Arkansas. We just heard you in there. We'll let you know, man. You're making a fine trip over here tonight.
You set up over there. You just went and divert there, man. You gotta have a whole lot behind it. That's all right. You gotta have a whole lot behind it.
Sounding good. Triple Eight out here in the fucking hour.
Well, I just had a buddy of mine text me, and he goes, "What a waste of a 7851. It sounds like a shit box." Anyways, yeah, I just had to lower the volume a little bit. And let me see. Oh, only 218 likes, guys. I thought that by putting the 11 meter band, you know, I would have more likes of all these conditions. I'm going to switch the frequency and see if I find something more interesting than just a bunch of people talking over each other. I don't know what this is, but some guy is rebroadcasting music on 4 different frequencies at the same time here in 11 meters. Like, for example, listen. Check this out. He's coming in and out, but I got him here somewhere. Let me see. There's music in the background there. See? Now that same song is right here. And then that same song is down on channel 28, somewhere on 28. Now, I thought, well, maybe one of my filters got messed up on my Icom, right? Holy crap. Now I'm like, now I got my heart in my throat. So I turned on my other radio and it did the same thing, so I know it's not my radio. Well, there's a conversation here. How you doing there, KC3 WJV? See, I'm hearing the stupid song.
pages you, Cuba.
I can walk down to catfish. Hello, my friend. Here. Time to get back halfway there, go ahead. Right there. Yeah. I get it right. Where you go? I just got back listen for a little bit there. Come on. I get mine turned down loose.
Hello, there, Mountaineer, and I believe I heard a Roadrunner in there.
Get back in the back now, sure enough.
Yeah, so, same back to you. No doubt about that. Yeah, pick it up. Rover, you can crank that thing up over there, cover all them guys up, man.
Hey, we're make a little noise. I don't want to step on anybody as they're having a little chat, Roger. How you doing?
Check 242, Sidewinder, South Carolina. Yeah, I got a copy on the Bayou. I definitely got a copy on the Bayou. 0242, Sidewinder, South Carolina. Kansas, 212 in the Bayou. Yeah, we're over here in South Carolina. Heard you in there, shaking and breaking and carrying on, and just wanted to key up and get back to you. Ain't no doubt about that. 0242, Sidewinder, South Carolina, waving the hand in the Bayou. ATM forward, blowing slow down in the Bayou. We got you up here in South Carolina as well. Ain't no doubt about that. You done reached out there and touched somebody, but just like that. Yeah, he sort of come in there and he played in and out, but I thought it sounded sort of like the guy that on the veil, but it wasn't.
Voice of Miami. Hey, Voice of Miami, you got a copy, 118, Second State. That's what I'm running this up. Hey, Miami, I can hear myself on your gate. How about it? Come on. 118, Missouri.
Yes, I see the left side, but not the right side. But maybe you said it that way.
1015, meanwhile, power supply.
Nice to you both. You wanted me to see, I guess. So, yeah, right on to do the job.
If not more, I'm sorry, more, and yeah, it should be all right. But I can pick up the number, but I don't think I should. Break?
We break.
Red, yellow, blowing smoke.
Hey, doggone, we up here in South Carolina. Hold up and Jesse back to you, they quick. Hey, Paul, I appreciate it. Yeah, you gotta keep some of them flowers, because you did a good job coming back up in my neighborhood quick.
Yes, I love that Lot Lizard music. Hey, how you doing, everybody out there on the TikTok? I'm still here. I just came back to the radio room. Left you here listening to this garbage, but I'm gonna switch around.
Good night, too.
Sincerely, the next time you call my radio a CB, I'm gonna give you the middle finger through the WhatsApp. What channel am I on? I'm on 27.275. I assume that's channel 27.
My skip from the west has been sucking here lately. I can hear people can't talk.
Man, these conditions are fire, guys.
It's been nice to know this old station still works down south at least. We'll see you around. And yeah, man, congrats again on getting your station up.
I don't know what that music is, guys, but what is this music, dude? It's all over the place. Watch. Look at this. Are you getting the same thing on your radio line?
Daddy Long Legs said it.
Yeah, but are you getting it like on channel 27, 28, 33, and all that stuff? It's all over the place. I get... No, but all over all those channels at the same time?
Hey, Garrett.
Because, I mean, holy crap, dude. I mean, I thought something happened to my Icom, and actually what it was, I checked it on my Yezu and it was the same thing. Holy... Yeah, so you got the same thing. How strong do you get it over there?
What channel are you on? I'm getting skipped from all over.
Yeah, we're getting skipped from all over, Quentin. I mean, I wish I could operate 11 meters, but I don't have an 11 meter antenna. I'm actually listening to it on the KLM, on the Icom. I mean, listen to this. I actually got it to tune the line. I got the antenna to tune with my tuner down to 1-to-1. But I tried it, but it was very inefficient, I think.
Anyways, haven't had him in a long time there, buddy.
This is crazy, guys. Oh my God, this music has me going crazy.
Yeah. That blows me away, man. That stock radio. Good banging job there, Roger.
Hey guys, I'm here talking on the phone with my friend K4KKC. He's a pretty well-known DXer. And we're talking about the 11 meter opening.
Yeah, that's all she wrote.
But yet, guys, watch this. This is what's embarrassing. Watch this. Okay, now let's go to 10 meters. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Dead. Okay. Let's check 20 meters. Okay, there's people talking. Now 40 is open. And 75, 80 meters, of course. But 11 meters. Let's go back. There we go. 11 meters. Look at this huge signal, guys. We already know what that is. I can't stand Channel 6 sometimes.
Start talking the radio. That's how I control the T-bone. This crowd, yes, it don't. Hey, tell on that T-bone. I was out leaving now, see what's going on out there.
Hey, what's up there, KG5PUL? How you doing, man? Just listening to 11 meters here, man. Enjoying the 11 meter opening.
plugs you need and then double it.
Yeah, I got one whole wall, nothing but plugs. 110, 220.
You see, it's all the rednecks. This makes me want to crack open a beer. I gotta go buy beer, but I don't have any beer in the house.
Terrible down that side too. I ain't planning on having nothing on that side, but who knows?
I tell you, you ain't gonna never have enough.
Yeah, sure didn't. Say what done. You always try to put that on there.
And none of these guys are local in Miami, by the way, guys. All these people are skip. Which is unheard of at nighttime on 11 meters.
I know you're right. All right, man, get to here.
Even Channel 19 is on fire. Hey, what's up there, VK6? GRM, how you doing, man?
We thought it's coming out the very top.
Guys, I'm going to say something here on TikTok, how important grounding is in your system. It's extremely important, the ground. Today, while I was on 20 meters just a little while ago before I streamed, I loaded up my amplifier, and their amplifier, once it reached its peak power, which is solid state, but when I tuned up the antenna and stuff, all of a sudden, when I went to call CQ, my screen on my Icom went black, and I was like, oh my God, I just killed the radio. $14,000 down to 2. Well, I turned off the radio, I did a complete factory reset, nothing came back. So then I said, something told me, hit the band switch again, and I hit 20 meters and everything came back on its own. So I figured, yes, it was a complete heart attack. Trust me. I figured what happened was the RF got into the USB cable that controls my radio through Ham Radio Deluxe because the computer froze. Yes, grounding. So I went on eBay and I bought a grounding bus, everything, something I've never done, and I'm going to be grounding this whole setup. Something I was never used to believe in grounding. I was like, oh yeah, whatever, that's for the birds. Well, no, it's not for the birds. I could have lost this radio. I mean, I've done 2.5 kilowatts without ground and nothing's happened. Yet I turned on the solid state ALS 1306 and the Peeny Weeny amplifier almost destroyed my radio. So guys, 3 things that are very important in your amateur radio setup: antenna, coax, and ground. RF ground. I have issues when I tune up my TS530. It starts my computer printer. It starts your computer printer? Yeah, that'll happen. Yeah, you have to also ground even the computer printer if it's in there. You have to ground it all. Everything has to be grounded. Oh yeah, it's very wise, Papa. For sure. I mean, I've had issues here in the past, a little bit of RF grounding, RF, stray RF in here. But I've already seen 3 things that this Icom did. But the one that just happened, dude, it killed the transmit, the receive, everything. The whole screen went black. I'm like, oh, holy shit. And I just popped the CPU and the radio. That's all I needed. I mean, nothing responded on the radio because this whole radio is a freaking computer. Sincerely, it's not a CB radio. Trust me, this radio is not trans. Alright, the YouTube people probably want to hear that man talking to. For everybody on YouTube land, I'm actually streaming on TikTok also. You can find me under my call sign, W4MBU. Let's see what else is here. me check the sideband and see if they're on. What? Oh, nice. Nice. That's nice to know. Yeah, no, I got polyphasers in line in my antenna. That I do have. I have polyphasers, and I'm actually going to buy a common choke. Because a common choke keeps RF away from your shield. What antenna am I using? Believe it or not, I'm using to listen with my KLM KT34. I have her tuned up. She'll tune on this band, but not that efficient. Well, I say it's not that efficient because the SWR without the antenna tuner on 11 meters is a 2.5, a 2.5 to 1. The lowest she's on 11 meters without a tuner is 2 to 1. That's very strange for a tri-bander, let me tell you. I think KLM, when they designed this antenna, they said let's put a little secret in there. Let the guy use it on 11 meters too, you know. No, I don't run separate receive and transmit now. But I am going to be putting up an 11 meter antenna here at my house. And I'm setting up an 11 meter station using an Icom 720 Alpha that I have. That Icom 720 Alpha has a pair of ears on it for CB on 11 meters, and that radio does have the 6 kilohertz filter in it from the factory because it's actually meant as a receiver also.
As I was coming down to guide off, went ahead and got the code.
What's my favorite band to listen on? Damn, that's kind of
And we guided off,
I don't know. It depends. I like to talk on all the bands and listen on all the bands, but I love to listen to the guys on 3927 on 80 meters. You have an 8-element log periodic? Nice, dude. Nice, nice. See, that's like a fight here, guys. I can't believe it. This seems weird.
A man paying $5,000, $6,000 for a tube, you know. One more, I don't know, so it's just, no, I paid that much for it. I won't know why charging me out of duty. Cedar 45. Hold on, that's it. That's all I'm doing. Power supply, that's all I'm doing. I ain't trying to clog it up. Radio street people. Come on.
Alright, Papa, man. Hopefully I work you on 10 or 20 meters or 15. If you hear me out there, I'm usually in the mornings chasing the X on 10 meters. In the mornings, Eastern Standard Time. If you hear W4 and be out there at the Voice of Miami, give me a holler. And we could chit chat for a bit. I should be on CB pretty soon when I put up my CB antenna. I want to get on the 11 meters so bad. My friend here on the phone thinks I'm weird for doing that, but hey, thank you there for the follow. You got a thumbs up there, Bobby.
I'll get that up. More stress on than me.
You know, listening to these dudes makes me want to get a can of Skull Dip, wintergreen flavor. Get a Budweiser, sit back, and grow a mullet.
But if I did see 1,000 fucking watts on that shit up there, bad things could happen. They might not happen.
You are so right there, Papa. Yes. That's true about CB. And it does have its place, though. But you know what? There's not one ham. I mean, a ham radio operator that tells me that the CB band is, there we go, children's band. That's another one, the chicken band, the criminal band. But listen, guys, I'm going to be honest here for a second. Hold on a second. Now I got to take off my cap, and I'm going to give my sermon of W Form BU. The ham radio operator that hates the CB, at least in my book, cannot be a true radio operator. The CB runs in your blood. If you are a ham radio operator at one time in your life, you got on the CB, whether you were a 5-watt weenie mud duck or a 5 kilowatt fire breather, but you were on the CB at one time in your life. There's no way in hell that a ham operator tells me I was never into CB, I got into ham radio, and I hate CB. You never tried it. That's like saying, I've never eaten steak, but I don't like steak. I love CB. Okay? And this Icom will soon be Mars captain. Trust me. But that's why I have a Flex 6500. And that one will do 11 meters. My 720 will do 11 meters. My FTDX 3000 above my Icom will do 11 meters. This Orion 10 Tech does 11 meters. They all do 11 meters except this radio. You know, but I do have a thing about not using ham radio equipment using ham radio equipment on CB, but using the Flex on CB is a fire breather because the audio on AM that comes out of a Flex is a broadcast station, and that is a fact. Yeah, you're right, Pirates Gold. Yes, 11 meter is a great band, but a few destroy it. You know, I don't go by that. What I like to do is spin the dial and I smile. I mean, that's like saying I can't blame the hospital for that all the doctors are bad for one doctor who's a drunk and doesn't do anything. I can't. But what I can say is that this band, no matter what, when all the other bands are closed, 11 meters is open. The ham radio operators in 1958 screwed around too much. They didn't pay attention to the 11 meter band, and it was taken away from them in 1958. Because I have a radio from 1958, which is made by Collins. It's called the Collins A-Line, the 75A4 receiver and the KWS-1 transmitter, okay? And they come with the 11 meters from the factory with even the how, you know, what frequencies they used to, there's a line on what frequencies they would operate on, the band plan. And that was 1958. It was the last radio made with 11 meters on it for ham radio operators. If ham radio operators use their bands and call CQ, trust me, there's another nerd on the other side listening. But what happens is all the nerds are, they become FT8. FT8, oh my God, FT8. That mode is for lazy, computer, mommy house, basement living fat nerds. No. It's unbelievable. I go to 6 meters. I think 6 meters is completely dead. And then I go to 50.313 and there's an explosion of FT8. It's unbelievable. The people that have gotten into this hobby, a lot of them are antisocial. They just rather have the computer do everything for them. Call sign, signal, 73, that's it. I collect the QSL card. No. This hobby is to be social, be friends and everything. I cannot stand it. These FT8 nerds. I have a good friend of mine, he's an older gentleman. I'm not going to give his call. That guy has so many QSL cards, he probably could wallpaper 3 houses on single sideband. He's spoken to every country, even countries that don't exist anymore. And now the guy's all about FT8. While he's watching TV wearing his socks. And letting the radio and the computer do his thing. Come on, bro. That's not ham radio. That's being lazy. Holy shit. I like getting and doing DX on voice. Even if the guy has bad English, I'll exchange a call sign with the guy. All right, let's see what's out here. A lot of good signals out here, too.
Did you hear me? I guess because I'm a million point different way, but anyway.
I'll bet you this guy here works in a carnival. He's a carny.
Mississippi.
Oh, Mississippi. That's right, keep on giving me the likes, guys. Finger blast that screen, I need more likes. I know they keep staying on that algorithm.
I heard somebody back to the doggone 210 got my radio.
Yeah, that guy's voice sucks. No matter what microphone you give that guy, he sounds like crap.
Yeah, we changed from what it was about an hour ago.
I don't know how this works.
I might even pull out this old CB radio that I got as a tube radio, made by Robin, the Executive 240 Delta. It's a yellow radio, 40 channel, plate modulated. Yeah, that's the way to rock and roll. I could probably pull that radio out of the closet and put it in here. Or you know what? Screw that, man. I'll use my Collins on CB. It'll do a kilowatt PEP on AM.
Only one I know is Ridge Runner.
Oh, this guy's using a Browning Golden Eagle. Oh, the old Lafayette rigs, man, those things were fire, dude. Those Lafayette rigs, hell yeah. There goes that Browning Eagle.
They might have stepped out for a minute.
Listen to that audio.
You are down the middle, by the way.
Well, that's good to know.
Yep, Baldacious audio. Those Browning Eagles are pretty good, man. But of course, nothing can beat a Tram D201 Delta. I mean, A. Shut up, Align. A Tram D201 has better audio than what you think. Yeah, Align, so you gonna put up the monopole?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you don't want to get too wild.
Right. You have a rotor for your 211? How tall is that monopole? 32? What do you get that monopole for?
Surprised I hadn't heard your name.
That's what I say. Let me tell you something. The audio on a Flex 6500, the Flex 3000, I think it is, has a very good audio. And I believe the Flex 3000 will do 20 kcs wide, 10 down, 10 up. Now let me tell you something about this. The 6500. The Flex 6500, and I've tested this. Okay, I put the audio to the back, which is balanced input, and I've done 20 kcs of audio. and I put my processor, my AM broadcast processor, at 125% positive peaks. And I've put the radio at 10 watts carrier. And when I've modulated it, it's done peaks of 70, 75 watts, which that's about 125% positive peak modulation. And I'll pinch at 99% on the negative side. And let me tell you something, dude. That freaking radio sounds like a broadcast station. It literally sounds like FM, because I'm 20 kcs wide. And, oh yeah, it sounds better than FM, dude. Oh yeah, way better than FM. FM is 12 kcs. And the Golden Eagle, the Golden Eagle has very good audio, but it won't come close to a Flex. No way. Now, the Golden Eagle, to get it to have very wide audio, you have to change the modulation transformer. The modulation transformer on the Golden Eagle is what determines any tube rig that runs plate modulation. Depending on the modulation transformer, is your bandwidth. The Flex, yeah, it's quality. Let me tell you, the Flex radio is a hell of a radio. It's a hell of a radio, a hell of a receiver. You need to what? I know. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Let me see. Can we see around your shack? Yeah, sure. Hold on a second. Okay. This is one part of the station. Let me go. Okay. Here we go, guys. Hold on. All right. Here, hold on. All right. There is the FT FT 1000 Delta. On top of it is the, right where it says the Voice of America hat. That's the Tentec Omni 7 Plus. There's the Tentec Orion. It's not the version 2. On the bottom is the Bad Boy Icom. We all know that Icom. I got a lot of followers because of that radio. I have the Yaesu FTDX 3000 Delta right there with the Yaesu cap. There's my Shure microphone. There's the Icom 9700 2-meter 440 1.2 with a Camwood SW 2000 meter that'll work on HF, VHF, and UHF. There's the Icom 781, which is the bloodline of this radio right here. There's the Icom 720 that was originally mine, that was bought for me in 1982 when I was 13. General coverage, full 100 watt, full duty use radio. And it went out of my hands into some old man, and I bought it back when he died. So I got my original radio back. There's an R75 receiver. The trusty old Flex is all the way over there because I don't really need to see the box. It's all done on the computer screen. I have a microphone tube preamp, an oral exciter for the harmonics of my voice. And down here, this piece, which is the Omnia, that's the Omnia Classic. This thing, brand new, costs way more than a radio. This is an AM broadcast processor, and it'll do multi-band processing, limiting, clipping, de-esser, compression, equalization, and it does the NRC filtering to brick wall at a certain highest frequency. That's why you hear the AM broadcast stations kind of muddy, because they have to brick wall at 5 kcs. No matter what bylaw, they have to. What's the cost of that Flex? I bought that Flex second hand, and I paid a pretty penny for it. I paid a pretty penny. I think I paid like $2,000 for it, or a little bit more. So this thing also does my positive peaks, and also does my asymmetrical limiting for AM. I use it on sideband also, because sideband is basically half of AM. AM is truly called double sideband. Now here's one of my amplifiers. This is the ALS 1306. solid state LD mouse, fully automatic. I took my automatic antenna tuner offline and I put this 3 kilowatt antenna tuner in here. Fully manual, a Swan, which I've had forever, and of course there's an oscilloscope where I can monitor my AM audio. Now, let me show you. Let me skip all the mess because I'm still building this radio station. Now, this station right here, these are all my original radios from 1982-83. This one right here is a 1271H 1.2 gigahertz. This one is a 271, 2 meter, 100 watt all mode. This one is a 751 alpha HF. And over here is the 471H 75 watt all mode UHF. There's the automatic antenna tuner, and there is the speaker. This is another station that's getting put together, and another Shure microphone, and of course the boom mount. And in the closet, I have 4 Kenwoods. I have a 930, a 940, and a 950, and an 830. And the Collins A-line, and I have a Hammerland receiver with a Helicraft transmitter. Put away, also, that I'm going to take out and install it. When am I going to do it? I don't know. Oh, and I also have a Mirage 88 11 meter expert mono radio, which was my original radio also when I was a kid. I bought it back from the old man. Well, somebody bought it from the old man when he died, and I bought it from him. And the one who bought it is on the phone with me. So my friend made me sell it back. Buy it back, because he paid for it. Oh my God, you have some awesome gear. Yeah, thank you. And I was going to make a purchase, but my wife said no because there's a ham fest coming in Orlando. I almost bought, just the other day, an FTDX 9000 from Yaesu. The radio was being sold for not even what it's really worth, and it was a special edition that all the torque screws in the front of the faceplate were anodized orange. And the radio came from Japan, and it was in Japan, and I was going to buy it. And thank you there for the nice rigs. And that radio is much bigger than this radio, and this radio is huge. This radio weighs 67 pounds, okay, that radio. And it's actually bigger than my FT1000. And that radio was bigger than this thing. Okay, this is the biggest radio of Icom. This is the top of the line. And I'm going to tell you, that Yaesu would have been a beautiful addition to this station. But my wife said, no, you're going to the Ham Fest, and blah, blah, blah. And I said, I'll never find this radio again. She goes, well, just let it go. Why are you keeping all the radios? You can only talk on them one time. Yes, you're right. You're right. Just like people have a car collection, but they can only drive one car at a time. Maybe the guy that has the Ferrari has a Lamborghini, and he has a Pagani, and on Friday he goes pick up a blonde in the Ferrari. On Saturday, he takes out the Lamborghini and goes out with the little Latina, and then on Sunday he goes to church in the Pagani with both of them. And then on Monday through Thursday he has a Maserati Gran Turismo, 4-seater, And then to go to the strip bar, he actually has a Bugatti. Same thing. Ham radio operators, we buy radios and we justify why we bought them. That's why. So the conditions are actually dying on 11 minutes. Hold on a second. Let me put it here to our channel. And let me see what's going on here. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Mother Nature.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
So, hey, we get what we get. dear friend. Magnolia waving. 722 standing by.
I just came back, guys. Oh, 73, 73s. So when is the last time you talked on a spare radio? Okay. Today I spoke on this one. None of them are spares. Actually yesterday I used this one for a little while. I was using this one for a few nights on FT8, the Flex over there. and a few days on AM on 10 meters. This one, it's been about a week over here. This one, well, this one's 2 meters, 440 and 1.2. So whenever I want to talk on either simplex FM or on a repeater FM or sideband or even satellite, I'll use this one. This one gets used quite a bit, and the microphone is disconnected because what I do is I switch from the cable that's on here, put it on this one to use this same mic that goes through this microphone switch box on the bottom. So yeah, I do use these radios because every radio has its own characteristics that I like, certain features, okay? And also I like to, no bullshit, I like to have a lot of radios on my table. But no, they all each has, and I have a pair of other amplifiers in the closet also. I have a Henry Radio 2KD Classic, which I'm going to pull out and install, and the Heathkit SB220. But yeah, I do use the radios quite a bit. And that's the way it goes. Hold on a second. There's still conditions on 10, I mean on 11, but let's see. What I like doing when there's conditions like this at night, I actually sit back and listen to like a group of guys that are talking. You know, like 2, 3, 4 guys that are just talking. I won't even break in to talk to these guys on CB. I just let them talk, and you know, I like listening to what they talk about. And you can tell that those usually are guys that are local to each other. And I'm getting the skip side. Oh, you got a 2-unit skip 300. Skip 300. I used to have a couple of Conspat radios. Oh, nice. 1 pushing 3. Okay. And so I could tell when the guys are local to each other somewhere in some state, and I just like to hear what they're talking about, this and that. And that's one thing I enjoy from CB radio. Because it also brings back a lot of, oh, sorry there, I have to move the camera. It brings back a lot of memories also when I was a kid and stuff like that. Because I believe it or not, it's guys, I started talking on 11 meters when I was like 7. On a 23 channel Horizon 29 standard, made by Standard Communications. And it was the first time I had an amplifier. I had a penetrator HB 125. And the antenna was a ground plane. And then I went over to a Golden Eagle Mark IV. And it was a Mark IV, the one with the PLL problem, and a Moonraker 4 antenna. Right before I got my ham radio license. Matter of fact, I even still have the Browning Mark IV. It's in the closet, wrapped in a towel. 2 radios. I might have to recap them by now. But wow, a Royce 1-658. Wow, dude. Awesome. Is that the base station with the 2 green meters? Because if I'm not mistaken, that's that radio, and I had one of those, man. I wish I had it. That's a hell of a radio, dude. That Royce is a hell of a radio.
Yep. You know, my favorite part about that thing is that lid part.
Never been touched. Keep it that way, man. Keep that thing that way. Never been touched. If it doesn't need to be recapped, don't even recap it yet. When the capacitor starts to fail, it'll change their values and the radio will start behaving a little weird, like it won't receive as good, it won't transmit as good. You replace the capacitors, the electrolytics, and you're good to go again for another 30, 40 years, man.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Hey, don't cuss on this.
Oh, you can't hear me.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
No, I'm just,
Because you don't know where your phone speaker is.
You said internal poop?
My first radio was a Montgomery Ward 774. Holy shit, bro, Montgomery Ward. Holy crap.
Yeah, take care there, country chick.
See, here's what I like doing. I like listening to these guys.
Really? Oh man. Hey, look, for a reward for you letting me,
That's why I got it set on YouTube there,
I'm gonna have to cook you
so people can listen to it.
some turtle meat.
These guys on channel 21, I've heard them for a couple of nights now,
Hey, I'm down.
and they're always there talking. As a matter of fact, that guy right there that just spoke, this one, he has nice audio.
Well, I appreciate it.
Let me turn on the noise mic. Let me turn on the noise reduction.
I'll definitely be looking forward to playing on something and cooking some snapping turtle for you.
This is that radio with the noise reduction on AM.
I'm in right myself. It was asked to come. Well, you know, what's that you Oh, even down that black sheep. Good evening, man. Yes, you will. Yeah. Turtle sauce for cause. Ooh, boy.
Striker 955. I have a question. Why is a 955 striker
You got on there?
is too low? Or it sounds good? You don't hear much? Okay, hold on. Let me lower this real quick. Check your RF gain. The RF gain should be fully clockwise. The RF gain on the CBs are fully clockwise, and unlike amateur radio equipment, okay, let me show you my RF gain. Okay, let me turn off this, and let me turn off this. Okay, on a CB radio, an RF gain doesn't do this. Look at the meter, okay? Pay attention to the meter. When I turn down the RF gain, when I turn it down counterclockwise, look what happens. See? Now, any station that'll break this threshold, I will hear. I will hear it. Any station that doesn't break that threshold down here, I won't hear. Okay? Now, when I talk on 75 meters, I do this, and then I set my noise reduction, and the guys come in like if they're talking on phones. Now, on CB radios, when I turn fully counterclockwise, it just kills the receiver, but it doesn't do this to the meter, okay? By the way, this meter's an LCD display.
Who's that out patch?
Okay, so if that's the case, what do you mean too low? I would like to see, have that radio checked out. You might have blown the front end. I mean, do you hear anybody at all, or is it completely dead on the receive? I know that radio doesn't have an attenuator on the receive side, so two things. You might have a bad front end, which the receiver got popped because it got overloaded, if it doesn't hear anything, or the radio needs to be recalibrated on the receive side. You hear just hard ones? The radio that screeches when you key up is called a Browning Golden Eagle. And actually, that was a default from the factory, and they made the brand famous. And the nickname became Screaming Eagle. It was a default that was actually it was a defect, not default, a defect from the factory. When you would key up the transmitter, the capacitor had a different value that they shouldn't have put in there. So the receiver would mute slowly. So that screecher that you hear is the feedback on the receive from the microphone. It didn't hurt the receiver one bit because it would mute the receiver. But now the Browning Golden Eagle Mark IV-A for Alpha, they did away with it. They perfected the radio, but then nobody wanted to buy it, and the people who bought it wanted to change the capacitor on the receive side, so it gave that feature. Yeah, my Browning was bought in 1978, and I've had it ever since, when I was a kid. I mean, all my friends had CBs, and they all had little mobile antennas outside their windows and stuff. One guy had a quarter wave from Radio Shack about 30 feet, with a 5 amp power supply and a little 40 channel radio. And here I go with a Moonraker 4. I had a, I forgot what amplifier we used, but I used 10 6LQ6 tubes, sweep tubes. And then I had my Browning Golden Eagle Mark IV with a D104 microphone. I had the hell of a station. Oh, the roof of the walkie-talkie. Yeah, I done that too. I had a 5-watt 40 channel walkie-talkie from Radio Shack. That thing kicked ass. Yeah, I would take it. I would actually contact Stryker about it and have them realign it. Don't take it to some just old CB shop, golden screwdriver special, because they'll ruin that radio more than what it is. Because one thing that people don't understand about Stryker radios, they're very, very well made and they're very, very good radios. Actually, if you want to get your Stryker repaired, contact acmod.am. Let me spell it out for you. ACMod is spelled ASYMOD.AM. His call sign is Whiskey 4 Lima X-Ray Echo. His name is Jose. He builds the AC mods for Hi-Fi AM. And the Stryker literally sends him radios to fix. And he's the one that actually aligns the he aligns the Strykers and he fixes them. Actually, when Stryker cannot fix their own radio, for some reason or another, they send it to him and he fixes it. He has their account, and he's actually improved on their design. He's the one that developed the AC mod unit for Hi-Fi AM modulation. Well, for high-level modulation with asymmetrical emitter. CD is still rolling, man. It's good, it's still rolling. It's 10:23 at night. It should be dead. And it's not. I gotta go pick up that Mr. Coily antenna I'm gonna buy from this guy. A Mr. Coily astroplane. So I can install that antenna. Okay. I'll get you, let me know when you have a pen so I can give you his information. Ford driving 8. Oh wow, 6LQ6s. You still have it. Awesome, dude. Animal maker on Minecraft for my home base. When I got into it later in the morning. Alright, cool. I got to go. Are you going to be on some other time? Yeah, when I'm chasing the X on 10 meters or on 20 or on 15 meters, I'm on usually in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, like after 9 a.m. Tomorrow what I'm going to do is I got to do a little errand, and then when I get back, I'll be chasing the X, and you'll hear me talk on ham radio to Morocco, Casablanca, Morocco. I've spoken to Saudi Arabia and all that stuff, and you'll hear me chasing the X, and you can ask me questions about ham radio, and I'll answer you and tell you where to go study and stuff like that. I want to start doing some type of stream for CB at nighttime, as long as we have these type of conditions. And when I put up a CB station properly installed, I'll be doing my contacts on CB, because I love talking on CB. I'm probably going to set up another table here to build its own CB station. I don't know yet. Okay. So you got the your pen and paper ready for this guy? I'll give you his information. If you want to get your license, okay, I'm going to give it to you right now, El Raton. If you want to get your ham radio license, go to hamstudy.org. Hamstudy.org. They have an application for your phone that you can download right from their website, I think for free. Because if you go through your Apple Store or if you go through the Google Play, I think it's like $3. They got the one for the technician class, the general class, and the extra class license. And dude, it'll help you out. My wife got her license in 2 weeks, her technician class. Okay, El Raton, get ready. His company is AC Mod, like the product he makes. And it's spelled A as an Alpha, Sierra, Yankee, Mike, Oscar, Delta, .am, Alpha Mike. That's the website of his company, acmod.am. His call sign for amateur radio is Whiskey 4 Lima X-Ray Echo. His name is Jose. What's his email address? Hold on a second. Hell with it. His phone number is public anyways for that. You can text him or even call him, and if he doesn't pick up, just leave him a voicemail. His phone number is 786-554-8033. Okay? If you leave him a voicemail or contact him and talk to him about the striker, he will contact you as soon as he can. Hopefully you got all that information. Let me know if you got it. Every radio I learned to work on theirs. So I wound up trying. You can learn, but you know, try not to burn it up. Let me see what else is here. These guys are still talking, man. The conditions have dropped a bit, but I'm still hearing them. Alright, you're welcome, dude. Well, Tom, let me know if you got, let me know if you got the information. Oh, you were self-taught as a teenager, all right?
I think.
So anyways, going back to what I was saying, where are you on 27-260? I'm not on 27-260. I'm on 27-215. Because I was listening at 11 meters because the conditions were really on fire, and I'm surprised that at this time I can still hear people across the nation on CB. Usually the conditions on 11 meters is during sunlight or approaching the gray line. And at nighttime, it's usually dead. And the fact that I can still hear signals, I'm pretty impressed. And of course, I get this curiosity in me to listen to the locals from their hometown talking to each other. Is that a 7600? No. It's a 7800 with the version 3 firmware and the roofing filter updated. So it's a 7851. I did the firmware upgrade myself, and then I sent it back into Icom to update the roofing filter on the radio, so it became a 7851. They asked me if I wanted the faceplate of the 7851. I said, it looks the same, it looks identical. Yeah, but the number will change. Yeah, so what? You know? Yeah, it's a 200 watt radio. Yeah, it's expensive. This radio brand new was the upper 13,000s. And they're still worth their money. If you find anybody who wants to sell one that's in mint condition. There's one right now on eBay that's broken and they want $3,000 for it. It's completely broken. It's missing parts. You're welcome, Gaton. Contact him. He'll do you right, man, with that Striker 955. He's an expert in that radio. Trust me. Any radio that's made by Striker, he's an expert on them. He's actually improved on some of their circuits and sent them back the improvements, and they've changed their radios because of him. You know, I see what you're saying, but this radio is not just a radio. The receiver on this thing is world class. I can be next to a 50,000 watt flame throwing AM station while they're broadcasting. I can be in another band and it won't even flinch. This radio won't even flinch. Where a Yaesu will flinch, a Flex will flinch, and a Flex has one of the best receivers on the market, and literally one of the best receivers. But this radio won't flinch. This radio's receivers, it has two individual receivers. They're bulletproof. I made a bad mistake today that I could have burned up this radio's front end, and it didn't do it. This radio right here, this top one, the Tentic Orion, this thing has infinite amount of filtering, DSP. Infinite. More than this one. This thing has dual receivers, independent receiver boards. The secondary receiver is the RX 366 government receiver that was bought and put in. So my secondary receiver that the second RFO controls is a government receiver. And that radio, this radio is a beast when it comes to receiving. Okay, a beast. This one is very good too, the LB7. But this thing is a beast. But this thing is just something different. This is my go-to radio every day. I love this radio. Old Varmint Days bleed and talks on every day, on every channel. Oh yeah, those varmints, yeah, there. Talk on 4 channels, up and down at the same time. Thank you there for the follow. So I mean, I found myself paying this much for the radio and for all the other radios I have because not only because I enjoy the hobby, it's because I know what I like in a receiver. I'm the type of guy that if I know I can talk to you, because I got the antenna and the coax and the power behind it, fine. But if I don't have the receive to really hear you, why even try to talk to you? That's my problem. Oh, a 746 Pro, that's a nice radio. And a TS2000X, that's a very nice radio too. I like that radio. FT736R with 220 and 1.2 modules installed. Wow, dude, that's a rarity. With 220 and 1.2, I can understand 2 meters, 430, if you know 440, and 1.2. But you got the 222 module installed. That's a rarity. I mean, look at this. This is one thing that I don't understand about Icom. I got the 9700 right there. 2 meter, 100 watt, 75 watt UHF, 10 watts, 1.2. All modes, including D-Star. This thing will even do AM, okay? Literally, it will do AM. This thing is badass. No 220. Then Icom decides to take out a new radio called the 905, which will do. Listen to this thing, guys. It's a 10 watt radio, but listen to this. 2 meters. UHF 440. You know, from 430 to 450. 1.2. 2.4. 5.8 and 10 gigahertz, all the ham bands. Up to 10 gigahertz, right? No 220. And no 900. Why? Stupidity. And if people only knew that the 220 band is the best band because it has both characteristics of UHF and it has the characteristics of VHF. The characteristics of the penetration for a concrete, you know, for city from the UHF side, and then it has the distance coverage from the 2 meter side. Yeah, channel 26 is this one right here. The guys on YouTube are probably saying, is this guy talking to himself? No, I'm actually talking to the people on YouTube. I mean on TikTok. Actually, the 905 doesn't have modules. The 905 is the whole. The transmitter goes outside up on your tower, and then you run a Cat 6 cable down, and you have the control head in the inside your shack. The only separate transmitter it needs that goes connected to your main transmitter outside is your 10 gigahertz. It already comes with 2 meters, 440, 1.2, 2.4, 5.8, and then you have to buy the 10 gigahertz side. Yeah, that's the big radio channel. Problem with these guys is if they only knew how to operate their AM modulation, they think everything is about carrier. No, it's about modulation, but you know. Let me see if I can.
I'm not sure. See if you hear it or not. Yeah, I like that video, folks. I want to know. That one comes in like, and it's over with. Handle that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, go ahead and give it a try. I want to see this. I don't know if it changed. It's just there's a mark on the PA switch. Whether it was on a switch or not. Yeah, it was a lot.
What man? Well, right now I'm mostly active on 10, 15, well 10 and 20 and 15 sometimes. Because the only antenna I have up right now, it's the KLM KT34 4 element. I have all my other antennas down at the moment. I'm going to be putting up a double bazooka for 40 and 80 to do some regional stuff on 40 and 80, and then I'm going to be putting up, I'm still debating what vertical for DX on the low bands, because I have a brand new Gap Voyager put away, still in the box. Yeah, but that one needs guy wires. And then I also have a high gain 18HT, high tower from High Gain, which that thing is a beast. And I'm going to be putting also an 11 meter antenna out because I love 11 meters. I just can't get away from 11 meters. I'm sorry, I can't get away from it. And then I have a log periodic that goes from 6 meters to 1.2 gigahertz that I've used actually working satellites, also sideband on 2 meters. It's an antenna that's made by a company called Create. I forgot the model, LP5011 or something like that. Yeah, so did I. I ran 11 meters before I became a ham, and I run 11 meters even still today. Actually, this radio right over here is a fire breather on 11 meters. It has a 6kc receive filter in it. It actually has a 10kc receive filter for AM. And this thing on AM is a fire breather. I inject the audio through the rear so it'll bypass all the mic filters. But what I'm going to be using on 11 meters is going to be a Mirage 88. Which is an export model radio. That or my Robin Tube Radio 40 channel from back in the day, because I have the recap of my Browning Golden Eagle. I used to collect CB radios years ago, and I had a hell of a collection. I wish I would have never sold it. Thank you for the follow there, Mike. I wish I would have never, ever sold my CB collection. Name the radio, I had it. My whole garage was full of radios, and they all worked. They were all in perfect condition. Had every radio made from President, you know, all the top of line stuff like the Jacksons, the President Grant, the Adams, and then I had the Tram T2, the D201, the D201A. I had the Tram 300, which was trash. I had the DAC 9 and the DAC 10, I believe. Holy crap! Man, I had so many radios. I had the Courier Royale, the radio that came in a purple velvet bag. 23 channel, beautiful chrome radio with a purple face. I had a Sonar 2340, which is a 40 channel tube radio that looked just like a Collins. Yeah, hopefully I can hear you tomorrow, man. If you get on tomorrow, I'm in 10 meters and the conditions are okay. The conditions today on 10 meters kind of sucked. I made a few contacts, but DX, but they weren't that good. I'm usually on in the mornings, but tomorrow morning I gotta go early to do an errand. It only take me like maybe 10, 15 minutes, and after I'm done with that errand, I'm gonna come home and start streaming on YouTube and get on the radio, and also stream on TikTok and get on the radio. So if you guys hear me, give me a shout. Yeah, once I'm done with this radio station here in this room, and I have my multiple amplifiers for HF. What's my call sign? It's Whiskey 4 Mike Bravo Uniform. I'm the voice of Miami. Whiskey 4 Mike Bravo Uniform, W4MBU. That's actually the name of my channel on YouTube, which is my call sign. You can find me on YouTube. I'm actually streaming right now. I'm gonna cut the streams in a few minutes, but there I am, you know. Let me see what else is here.
So, man, you know, sure, I'm not gonna get too deep into it. But,
Man, these people are still at it, man. The convictions are still good, man. I'm liking this. Another brownie. Oh, 285 is busy. Okay, hold on.
Man, I'm on the way to get it. 512, man, you sound all kinds of great about you your bad or
Excuse me.
down here in the swamp.
Let me see my YouTube channel real quick.
Never mind, I fell out. No, anyway,
Okay, good question, Eddie. The radio is a ham radio, but I'm not listening to ham radio at the moment, and I'm not talking ham radio at the moment. I'm actually listening to CB. Because just earlier, the propagation was very good, and I was getting stations from all over the place, from basically South America and also the United States. Yeah, it sounded like CB because it is. Look at the frequency. It's 27.285. It's channel 28 on my Icom. But this radio does not transmit here. It'll receive, but it won't transmit here because I haven't had the modification done. This radio does not get touched unless it's Icom. Paid too much money for this radio. Oh, I love CB. I love CB. I still use it today. I still talk on it. I have a blast on CB. I mean, contrary to some people's belief, CB is still well alive. It's alive worldwide, actually. And if you would have come here earlier on my stream, you would have heard that the CB was so packed. Everywhere there was people talking from all over the place. See, this is why I like listening to CBers at night, because they don't know that the propagations are wide open. See, ham radio operators will know. These guys are talking to each other in their own little town or their city between each other. So they don't know unless I come in there and I call out, oh, this is the Jaguar 242, Miami, Florida. Okay? Do you have the antenna up? Yeah, I have a KLM KT34 up already. So I've been active on 10 meters, 15, and 20 meters, doing DX. So these guys don't even know unless somebody calls them, say, hey, I could hear you, and I'm over here in California, for example. So these guys are talking to each other, and I like listening to those conversations, believe it or not. Because they're not expecting for Skip to come into them.
That's gonna be good.
The more cloudy, the better. It depends on a lot of factors other than that, but if the solar sunspot cycle, we're inclining to the peak. by 2025 we're going to be reaching the peak, and it's going to stay there for a while, and then it's going to start a very slow decline. But on these frequencies, I wouldn't call it ducting, but it can happen. This is more like actually skip from atmospheric, from ionosphere. And for some reason it's happening tonight very well. But from what I understand, I was listening on 20 meters earlier. I was actually talking on 20 meters, and I heard another conversation happen on another frequency where we had a solar storm happen this early afternoon. And the guy said, yeah, it happened late morning, and it's supposed to reach us, and we're supposed to get it, blah, 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 blah. And that's why the bands are shifting on us. And that's why I'm thinking right now that there's a lot of skip at nighttime here on 11 meters. And CB is actually growing very much, and the skip is getting much better for 11 meters right now. So I don't want you guys to think that, oh, if the CB sounds dead, it's usually because there's no conditions and you can't hear people from the other towns.
Yeah, I was listening on, they sound good. I was listening on,
Thank you there for the follow, Kevin. I'll be right back, guys. Let me go do something real quick. I'm gonna leave the stream up. I gotta walk out of the radio real quick. I gotta do something here for my daughter. Stand by. I'll be right back, guys.
every little bit of noise. I love the way it sounds now. Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, 10-4. No, that's a good old dude over there. Well, yeah, he's a good old dude. Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna be in the South Carolina. Over there. I'll go check on it. I'll figure that out. I know he'll be down here. He should be down here anyhow. The place of that damn Tahoe or something, whatever he's got. I think it's a Tahoe. He comes all over that thing. I forgot the last one he went to, so I would think he would go to it, being somewhere close over there. Yeah. He was like, it was like a Tahoe. Yeah, it's like lifted up and stuff. Yeah, I went to golf board Tuesday to go get. I didn't go the weekend, but I did go Thursday up there. I went and seen. I had to get some for Switchblade. I say Switchblade from Blade, and then I had to fix his trailer. I had to change his damn his hub on his Incos. The hub? Like yeah, I mean what? Yeah, like Baron buddy on you? Well, he said, oh, you a grease monkey? I was like, oh, shit. I said, I go. He's like, what's you got? He said, I fall off my trailer. I'm like, what? What's good at damn, like, almost literally with a jack and everything, with the jack and all. It almost fell off the ass. So that's how there was no bearing left. It was gone. So we went to the bearings. I said, no. I said, can we turn the shit? The whole hub assembly. Oh, goodness, yeah. He was driving around on borrowed time. He said, I thought something was weird because normally it smokes, but it wasn't smoking this time. He don't burn all the grease out, that's why. I was like, oh my God. So it worked out because I had I got an e-bill on the deal because I traded some of my he was working actually the box. That box right there. That's when I got rid of it. He traded it some of the money over and then I got my e-bill. Boy, I know your phone number's in the bag. Oh man. I can tell you one thing, it's brand
now.
Well, that's a good thing. It'll end up being where it's going. Hopefully it's a good box for somebody. I should have. Ready like I got now. You stick on it.
Yeah, that's what you need to do with all the junk you stick your hands on. you need a high, you know, what do they do? What do they call it on the Jeep? Like treasure, not treasures. They call it something. It's like a hidden thing.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about, but like the cows, I'm gonna brand all my stuff.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right, there, Monkey Man. Shoot, it's almost 10 o'clock. I gotta like be important tomorrow. So, hey, 616, top of the evening. God bless your Mad Hatter over here.
Big ass down when I hit that console and change the switch off, but I guess I'm done on 2 weeks. It's nice.
10, Bo Raja, yeah, take care, while you can. You know, the older you get, the less you want to do junk like that.
Yeah, it seems like it's coming pretty fast. So I'm starting to get activated with all this stuff. Because I'm getting like jam-packed. I got motors and crap laying everywhere. I'm just starting to get aggravated now. So I'm going to get it figured out.
Yeah, 10-4. Alright, there's 616. I gotta go. We'll see you. Toodaloo. Yeah, 10-4 there, 460, man. Appreciate it, and Tom, catch you later, 460, way out there. We'll see you till, I'm gonna put this mic in a rack, we'll see you. They live up there. Mike Steak over there.
we can't make it up to the Lone Star State tonight. Got their ears full.
A lot. Grease buckets and must be a lot.
Hey, talk. Hey, talk, monkey. Was that you? Was that you? I was trying to call a nice guy. But anyhow, top of the East, bro. Mad at her. Mother Nature must have moved. Mother Nature, you moved. You're mad. We down here in the swamp.
Man, there ain't no doubt about it. There you go, you're working on it.
Well, I heard you loud and fast. Yeah, 10-4. All right, there. Razzle dazzle. Top of the evening. Razzle dazzle. You're mad at her. Razzle, man. The older you get, the harder it gets. Razzle dazzle. The older you get, the harder it gets to get back up. You're mad at her. Paying attention. What was that, nice guy?
Are you really nice? Number like
12. I ain't got no ears.
Conditions down here in Houston, you know, Brian didn't get all your numbers, but 747 yellow jacket was right back to you, man. Sounding good in Houston. You might receive Six up there. Stowed out there. Darling, he's so healthy. Yellow jacket, the stinger on the big Hondo coat.
See the conditions kind of dying. Let me try something.
What's going on, but that my power just flickered off again.
This is 75 meters.
But anyway,
this is the crew that I like talking to. I'm actually listening on my Trimander.
Just everybody takes the easy way out.
This is 3927. This is a funny bunch. You guys have to hear these guys. These guys will argue. These guys will do everything. This is a pretty good bunch.
He does this crap here on 40 meters, 20 meters. And it's the same guy, and they do it all the time.
And he's just not got a line.
Well, they need to make an example.
They are going to make an example.
They ain't gonna do, I don't think they're gonna do crap.
Yeah, they are. They're going to sell this part of the band off to Duke Tire. Duke Tire is wanting this part of the band so fast.
I'll be right back, guys. Don't worry.
They're gonna deregulate ham radio at some point. That's what they want to do. The FCC is done with this. They don't give a damn. And if there's any way that they can get by the international treaty and cut the frequencies down, cut us down to like the CB channelizes or whatever on several different bands and channelize it and then deregulate it, that's exactly what they'll do.
And they want to sell this part of the band off to Duke Tire. But that's what they're doing now. They're just taking complaints in. Now, all these people calling in complaining and stuff about all these corners and stuff, they're just marking this down. They're going to, what they do, we've got this many complaints over the years.
Well, they'll do just exactly what they did with the 220 band, which was they cut the damn band in half and gave half of it to UPS, or sold half of it to UPS, and then kept the other half and said you hams can still operate there. And that's what'll happen here, and they'll channelize it. Or they'll just say you've got
off the Duke, and if they do lease them up for a time, you will not be able to hear nothing for the broadband scatter.
You'll have from 3.9 to 4.0 or 3.8 to 3.9. And it'll be free for all. It'll be basically the CB band all over again. And you know, it's not going to bother me because I'm out here where I won't have to worry about interfering with anybody, and I'll be glad to run about 30,000 watts. Yeah, well, when they do it, that's fine with me. They can do with it whatever they want. I mean, hell, if they damn come and took my license, the only thing I would do is I'd just start operating on Channel 6. I don't care.
So now that that's over with, you got ID? Well, yeah, ID, you know. The black guy shooting a homeless fellow in the back of the head with a bit. We'd be better off I'll go back to the CB band. At least we wouldn't have to listen to this bullshit right here.
Well, when it gets deregulated, it'll be the biggest signal win, so all you got to do is all these little piss willies out here and their alpha amplifiers, little alphas with a pair of 1500s in them, and all this commercial bot bullshit. You guys will have to deal with those of us who can really put some power out if we want, if it was deregulated. And I'll go back to how I used to run, which was running a lot of power. Everybody thinks I run power. No, you're listening to a damn AL82. Yeah. Wait till I put some real power on there. Deregulate it, please.
Hey, Marty, what do the CBers do about farmers?
Well, they usually track them down and stop it. Because, you're not far enough away on CB, they can back you.
Well, besides that,
I've always wanted to have
somebody will rat them out.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It's back in the old 95 and 98 days, and
Well, I thought for sure, to be honest with you, I thought for sure somebody's been around down there who this is doing this right here. And I wish and hope and pray that they write them out and let me know it and let me know their address.
when we ran 98 and stuff, if you didn't have a 10K slug pegged and had to turn that thing around in reverse in order to tune your amplifier up, because, 10K, that's all that's, and truly, that's the only real slug.
Well, like I said, I just, how much difference?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'll be glad to deregulate the damn thing. It don't matter to me. I'll go back to those days. That's fine. I mean, at least then I can do it. It's deregulated. The only thing I got to worry about is my neighbors that are all, 10 acres away.
Well, I wish, like I said, I wish somebody had wrapped that thing out right there. Back out, did quit. I promise you, just quit. So all they gotta do is somebody to rat him out where he's at and get me the address, and that's it.
Yeah, I'd be more than happy to go back to the days where we were all running 20 kilowatts or better.
Right.
Everybody goes, oh, you got big signal, you. It's just the antenna. Now, let me put 20 kilowatts behind it. Then you're going to see I'll be 60 over on you constantly. And all these little squirming bastards, it'll be just like you say, you turn up the squelch and they get up to 30 over, but everybody else is 60 over 9, so it doesn't matter.
Everybody's like you do. Well, there's really good people in here would like to talk. Well, then shut the hell up. Oh, take your own advice, then, old man. I'll start if you shut the hell up, old man.
Say something, Marty, so I can adjust my squelch.
Just the squelch, and you'll have to listen to it.
I'm gonna stop again.
Yes, I got him.
Don't be telling me what to do, old man. Once again, here we go.
That's what I say, let them deregulate it.
Go lay down in the corner. You gotta tie him out. Put his own hat on. Okay, well,
Yeah, we'll all just go to running big time power, and these guys won't make a difference. It'll be just like running channel 6. It doesn't matter about the noise and the hash and the trash. If you got a big enough signal, you talk to who you want to. Well, the only thing keeping me from cranking something on is the rules and regulations. They think I'm running big power now. They have no damn idea. I'm not running near what you guys crank the amplifier that I've taken apart up to. When you guys were down here, and you remember what that one, that was just a toy.
how many times did he repeat the same
Marty. Have a good night, Marty. Make sure you text me, okay?
Is he still here?
Who?
Huh?
Who's still here?
Brad.
No, I'm not here.
Okay, I'm gone too.
Yeah, I just, what a mess. You don't know who came from Wilkie, do you?
He comes from what?
Wilkie. We'll be listening. Air Force, we get out.
Good night, Bruce. I tried to call, I got his voicemail, and left him a message.
Well, and that's all we need right now. I think Johnny was right. Get the man some room right now.
Well, that's kind of what I told him, and I'll be honest, I think if he talks to anybody right now, it'll probably be Johnny.
Right. when he's ready, he'll call. Well, I'm gonna go to bed too, Lance. Good hearing you. And now that you got my number, and just text one time, so I'll have yours and we'll coordinate. I'd like to make a
Okay, I got the phones over there in the kitchen. When we get off here, I'll go ahead and text you something. I'll text you my number.
Well, you text me, I'll have your number, and then we'll figure it out. Okay, have a good night, man.
Hey, Brad, can you text me some pictures?
Well, I'll have to get undressed, so how about tomorrow?
Oh, I guess. I was kind of looking forward to some excitement tonight, but hey, maybe best that you don't. You know, I hate like hell to have a heart attack.
Yeah, maybe too.
All right, good night, Brad. W84WAM. Pumping the hell out of the Cormer with the AL82 from Central Florida. You pathetic piece of crap. Wait till I decide I get old enough, crazy enough to start farming. I'll show you how to do it.
Oh man, take your own advice. That's all I give you for you kept going. I'm going to stop again. Now you need to shut the hell up.
So you're going to have to get more signal there, guy, because the Cormer is definitely covering you up.
I'm sorry, we're closed. Nice try, though.
Well, yeah, 100 watts when you get a Cormer up, they're probably running an Alpha with a pair of tubes in it. This ain't going to do it. Build one. Learn something about the hobby, sir, and build you an amplifier. That's how I've always done it. I couldn't afford that stuff.
I'm sorry, the number you have reached is not in service at this time.
He's just upset because there's nobody talking on 30. If he can't quorum them, so he'll come down here and quorum us.
Yeah, he needs to turn it up so he's going to quorum up. Let everybody see how much she is. Good night, Brad.
Hey, good night, Brad. And that's why I say I'm not even trying. Please deregulate the son of a bitch. I'll go back to using, I'll use the AL82 as a driver. I used to run an L4B as a driver. I could run this AL82. It's an even better driver. And now you got 400 amp services available. It'll be wonderful to go back to the day. Of course, you can't get them big old commode balls to put on the end of your antenna to keep the corona from burning the wire up. I guess I'll just have to go back to folded dipole. Because you don't get the corona effect off the end of a folded dipole like you do a regular dipole. Or you can always go to a quad loop. That's the original quad loop was designed was because of the high altitude of a transmitting station in South America, and an American engineer that was working there, and he designed the quad antenna because at that high altitude and they were running so much power, they kept basically burning the antenna up. And he come up with the quad because it didn't have them great big high voltage points, a big high voltage point at the end of the antenna to create the corona. And guys like this guy right here, they have no concept of any of that. Please, either do something about this or deregulate it and let the rest of us loose. Well, I'm done with my fun. This is WA4WAM. Good night to anybody left out there. Night, Bruce.
Bruce, so I'm gonna double with you. Well, I'll do it all night long. I don't want to do this lady like you do, but there's other good people out here would like to talk. Well, then shut the hell up. Well, take your own advice, then, old man. I'll start. Take your own advice, old man. Take your own advice. That's all I can give you for a solution. Okay, I'm stopping. You kept going. I'm gonna stop again. Now you need to shut the hell up. Don't be telling me what to do, old man. Once again, here we go. You tell me to shut up, I'll tell you to shut up. Go lay down in the corner. You got a timeout. Put a dog's hat on. Okay, well, I'm going to read you the regulations. I'm going to read you a piece of my mind, Bruce. Well, for what it is, I'm going to double with you. I want to hear what you're saying. You double with me. Hey, I got it.
Hello, guys. Anyways, I'm going to go offline already, and what you guys were listening to is 3927. These guys are always at it. They're always arguing with each other. They're actually best friends. They all know each other, and that's on 80 meters. Well, for us, it's 75 meters because it's on the upper side on 3927. These guys are well known on YouTube as the grumpy old hams. A lot of them are not even that old. These guys are always at it. There's a guy named Bruce. He's extremely famous on YouTube. And I like listening to those guys a lot. I've spoken to him before when I had my antenna up for 80 meters. That's why I'm going to put it back up so I can talk to these guys. And it's actually funny to listen to them. I wish I would have worded correctly the title of my YouTube. That way more people would come to it because they're a funny bunch. Where are they located? They're all located, those guys are all located in Central Florida, North Florida, Georgia, and stuff like that. And they're actually a good bunch of ham radio operators, but they argue, they've been on this frequency for the past, I think, 40 years. A lot of them. So the frequency has been populated by these guys for 40 years, every night. And the new ones come in, the old ones die off, who knows. But Bruce has been there forever. Yeah, I mean, and I'm not giving the radio justice because I'm not using the speaker output of the radio directly into a mixer, into my streams. I'm literally picking it up off the, for TikTok, off the phone's microphone, and off the internal microphone of the camera for YouTube, for now, until I set everything up, because what I'm waiting for is to get my 10,000 followers on YouTube, on TikTok, so I could use the PC and use all my streaming gear. Even when I go and I transmit to do DX on ham radio, so it'll sound all perfect. But let's see. I mean, I'm just waiting for TikTok to get, if I can get those 10,000 followers. Anyway, guys, I'm going to say good night, and I'm going to say 73s to all the ham radio operators that were listening, and also to the CBers that were also listening when I was listening to CB radio, because the conditions were really good tonight, for some reason, at nighttime. So I'll be on tomorrow, after 9 o'clock, because early in the morning I got to do an errand, and then I'll be back and I'll do some radio for a few hours, and I'll chase some DX maybe on 10 meters or 20, depending on what band is better. I like doing it on 10, but I'll try to see if I can do it on 20 or whatever. And then I'll be streaming live on YouTube and also streaming live on TikTok. All right, guys, we say 73s, and the voice of Miami will be off and clear. See you later.